Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Joseph here for a Friday evening, getting close to Friday night video. It's Friday night, and you know what that means. We got SmackDown we got SmackDown tonight. I was going to say AEW Rampage, but we got SmackDown coming up in about 40 minutes from now. No Rampage. Rampage will be on tomorrow after live Collision, so we got live Collision and live Rampage tomorrow night. So, no Rampage review till tomorrow night or early Sunday, but we'll see what happens with that. But anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in to my channel, and you're watching on the official Peter Joseph YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Joseph. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe right now to this channel and my other channels down there. You know where they are in the description box below. And as always, don't forget to share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media if you dare. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And once again, hit that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. Because if you miss anything, you missed it. And I can't help you. So, it is what it is. And that's that. And if you're new here, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax. We got cookies and assorted beverages in catering, and whatever they are, just come on in, grab yourself a cold drink, grab some cookies, grab some whatever. Just come on in, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And if you don't like it, well, you can take your rosy red ass out of here and go on somebody else's channel. You don't like what I have to say and my critique and my rants and whatever I gotta say in my videos, then get out of here. Go fuck yourself. Get a life. I don't care what the fuck you do with the rest of your life. But just don't come on and think you can ruin mine, because you can't. And that's pretty much it. But for the newbies here that want to subscribe and you like what you see, then come on board. The train will never stop, and if you want to get off, then you can just jump off. Get out of here. So, once again, like, share, subscribe. You can leave a comment if you wish, but if you leave stupid comments, you get thrown out, like yesterday's garbage. And that's it. You're out of here. You don't like it? Tough. I'm not putting up with that bullshit. You can't be respectful on people's channels, then you don't need to be on YouTube. And your opinion will not matter to anybody. So, that's that. And we move on with that. Alright, on this Friday evening, getting close to Friday night, April the 19th, 2024. We've got about a week and a half to go before we hit that beautiful month of May, and we're creeping closer and closer to the unofficial start of summer, and that is Memorial Day weekend, about a month away from now. So, get ready, the summer is almost at hand. And that's pretty much it. But I hope everybody had a great Friday, and I hope you have a great weekend. It's going to be amazing. We got AEW Dynasty this Sunday night on pay-per-view. Or if you're watching from Australia, it's Dynasty. So I got that. I will be doing my predictions probably tomorrow or early Sunday. But we will see what happens with that. I'm a little bit backed up because I got to do TNA and Ring of Honor return videos, because I haven't done them in about a week or so. So I'm going to get back to doing TNA and Ring of Honor, maybe tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, I'll come back and do AEW Collision and Rampage on my Killer Demons channel, along with TNA and Ring of Honor. So 3 videos, I'll do 4, but 3 videos tomorrow. And then we got 2 on Sunday, the predictions video for Dynasty and your Dynasty review. Coming up Sunday. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so we got SmackDown tonight. Should be a great show. And we'll see what happens with that, as we are 1 week away from the WWE 2024 draft. Let's see where everybody's going to be going by 10 o'clock next Friday night and 10 o'clock next Monday night. Not this coming Monday night, but the following Monday night. April the 29th. We'll have new rosters, new matches, new feuds. We're going to have everything new. So, it's a new era, if you will. And that's it. So, we'll see what happens with all that. So, once again, no Rampage tonight. We will see Rampage at 10 o'clock, right after Live Collision, a live edition of Rampage this Saturday night. And we'll see how that goes. But right now, I hope you're sitting down. I hope you got a cold beverage, because I do. As always, I always have a cold beverage. Because gotta keep the whistle, you know. Gotta whip my whistle, and I gotta keep going and everything. But in any case, ladies and gentlemen, on this Friday evening / Friday night, it is time for your late and out-of-date AEW Dynamite! Yes! Review for this past Wednesday, April the 17th, 2024, the go-home show before this Sunday night's new pay-per-view called Dynasty, if you're from Australia, or Dynasty, if you live in the United States. So, we're gearing up for that. A couple more matches were announced for the pre-show, the 0 hour show, but all in all, this past Wednesday show, not that great. 700 and very not great rating. 742, I think it was 742, 760 something, somewhere in that area of around 750,000 views. The ratings are going way down for AEW, and they only got themselves to blame because they do stupid shit. And, you know, the ship is pretty much sinking. You know, they haven't sunk the battleship yet, but it's getting there. And we move on with that. Alright, let's get into the show. Let's not waste any time, because I want to watch SmackDown and then take a little nap before I have my sensible dinner. And then, like I said, maybe later tonight, I will be back on the Kill Demons channel with your SmackDown review. And then we'll worry about the weekend. And that's it. Alright, so Dynamite emanated from the Farmers Coliseum in Indianapolis, Indiana. And as always, our commentary team of the man behind the mask, Excalibur, the biggest Met fan I know, and he is really happy that the Mets are doing some good shit. And that is Taz, Red Hook brother. The man known as Taz, the human suplex machine. And the man that probably takes too many suplexes to the dome as it is. But he's my good friend, and maybe yours, and that is Tony Baloney Schiavone. A great man who should be in the Hall of Fame. But he's not. I don't know why. Alright, so lots of things going on. We got Will Oceanspray taking on Claudio Castagnoli in your main event of the evening. We also have some women's action where Mariah May is in action against Deonna Purrazzo, and not more on the program, so let's get into it, shall we? And that's it. Alright, so we start off with the Pyro. We're all ready to go in Indianapolis, and we start off with the new IWGP World Heavyweight Champion himself, and he is the man known as the Vile Thing. They want the righty! Give me the righty! Get the righty! Give me Vaughn! Who? Vaughn! You mean Rick Vaughn? Yeah, the Vile Thing. You really want Vaughn? Yeah, he's due. Ah, I see. So, Rick Vaughn, otherwise known as Jon Moxley. He comes out just like Rick Vaughn came out in Major League 1 and 2 through the bullpen. Well, he came to the bullpen. He came to an open door. It was funny. So anyway, so he goes to the crowd. He's looking great with a new IWGP belt. So finally gets in the ring, talks about how he won one of his first titles right here in Indianapolis. She popped. And even back then, a lot of people were talking about how he wasn't what he needed to be. But his answer is still the same. Watch him do what he does, which is what what the IWGP World Heavyweight title is all about. He's been chasing the belt for 5 years and finally got it. And it wasn't impossible if you know what is beating in his chest, meaning his heart. Black heart, damn it! No. So then it goes on about how AEW is about being willing to show the world what you're all about. And then he starts talking about the Don Callis family. And he doesn't like what's going on with them. And Bryan Danielson, yes, meaning with Will Oceanspray. So he's like, I want to face the biggest and the best in that family. So he challenges Powerhouse Will Hobbs to a match next week. I don't know if it's for the title. I doubt it. Probably a non-title match. So he promises pain and violence. You know what that means? Moxley might bleed next week. We'll see. So, basically it was like the latest, like, oh, AEW's great. Wrestling is where it's at, where the stupid catchphrase is, you know, one of those things. Where wrestling is real, or something like that. So, basically, one of those, like, I'm gonna hype up, you know, AEW, say why I love it here, and that's it. We like it here! Well, that's it, you know. And then, the Don Callis family comes out. Well, actually, no, he just says that. I thought, like, Hobbs and company came out, but they didn't come out. Blah, 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 blah. So, eventually, later on in the show, Hobbs accepts Moxley's challenge. So, we got a big, brutal match next week with Will Hobbs and the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, Jon Moxley. That's it. That's the aftermath of Dynasty, as we're going to be on the road to Double or Nothing in Vegas, March the 26th, Memorial Day weekend. The day after King and Queen of the Ring in Saudi Arabia. If it even happens, because of the whole thing with Israel and Iran. Who knows? And then there was something in France today with some guy trying to bomb the Iran consulate. Oh boy. Get ready. Get ready for World War III. We're fucked. Pretty much. I feel bad for the wrestlers going over to England and then France in the next couple weeks and coming back and then going overseas again to Saudi Arabia. That is going to be like a war zone. So hopefully nothing happens, no planes get shot down, you know. All that other shit. We don't need that right now. But it is what it is, you know. Brandon, fuck it up again. Even though I was like, oh, the U.S. is not going to get involved, bullshit. Next thing you know, the U.S. is getting involved. We're sending troops to Israel and, you know, to help the Israelis and everything. You just don't need to be there. Just worry about your own country, then worry about Israel and Iran and Iraq and Russia and Ukraine. I mean, just stop! Stop the madness. I mean, can it be November the 5th already? We get Trump in again so we can stop the madness? Yeah, we got 6.5 more months, ladies and gentlemen, of this pathetic garbage presidency we gotta go through. Garbage! Please, ladies and gentlemen, vote for Trump, get Biden and his bitch Kamala Harris and those idiots in Congress out! Get them out! Bring back change. Bring back the old school Trumponomics from 2016 to 2020. When you can actually buy a carton of eggs and it won't cost you $10. Or buy a gallon of milk that won't cost you $7. It costs you $2. Well, wait, $3.50 at most. But now you go to the store, you get a freaking gallon of milk is like $6-7. You get a carton of eggs, $10. I mean, seriously? Like, seriously? I mean, come on. Gas is up to almost $4 again. Not that I mean, it's retarded. That inflation's gone through the roof again. Everything is all fucked up. People are gonna be losing the internet pretty soon because they can't pay for it because they took out the program that takes $30 to $75 off your bill. Fortunately, I don't have to worry about that program because I'm not on it. I pay a good price for my internet a month. Just have to worry about the rich man's cable. That's the only thing. That's the only real, actual, heavy bill I gotta pay. Other than that, I got nothing else really to worry about. I make good money, and I'm able to pay my bills. Some of you can't, because you don't have a job. And you mooch off the government. Some of you have really shit jobs. You still can pay your bills. That's great and all, but you still have a shit job. And you don't focus on your job. You focus on mindless fucking beef on the internet. Why? Focus on yourself rather than have a beef with somebody on the internet and then bring people that don't need to be brought into the situation. If you have beef with somebody, take it up with them. Don't take it up with their family or their friends. That's a bitch move. I'm just saying. Just take it up with the person you have a beef with. And if they don't want to deal with you, they want to block you, then move the fuck on. Stop being such obsessed bitches. Straight up. Straight up. Move the fuck on. If you can't do that, you need fucking help, and you need to be put in jail. You can't do that. That's it. Anyway, we move on. Alright, so we see what happens with Powerhouse Will Hobbs and Moxley next week. Should be a big beef event, slapping meat match, or just brutal. And we got that. We move on. Alright, so I gave that 3.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Then we hear from the CEO of AEW, and that's Mercedes Moné, otherwise known as Sasha Banks. The boss. So, Mercedes is not happy with being attacked in the dark last week, and then giving us basically live porn. Which was the only good thing about that, because, I turned out the lights and fucked her in the ass, and I left. Shh. Anyway, so she's all mad about what happened in the dark last week. The locker room is on notice. And she's going to be watching tonight's mixed tag team match between Hey Kids, it's Edge, and Willow Nightingale against Julia Hart and Mr. Brody King, which is coming up next. So we got that. So I gave Mercedes promo 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's it. We move on. Alright, then we go to our first actual match of the night. Almost a 9-minute match. Mixed tag team action, which you rarely see these days. We got Edge, the TNT champion, and Willow Nightingale, the #1 contender to Julia Hart's TBS championship. She takes on the lovely Julia Hart and her good buddy Brody King. But wait, before Edge comes out, you think you know me. So he comes out, and before Willow comes out, we see Willow has been attacked by an unknown assailant. Oh, guess who that might be? Julia Hart. So then, Edge is like, oh, I guess I gotta go 2-on-1. And then Brody King jumps Edge from behind as the lights go out, and Julia's just on the ramp. Hi! So, basically a 2-on-1 beatdown, even though Brody was beating the fuck out of Edge for most of the match, throws him into the ring steps. Ow! And then Edge gets sent inside the Bell Fishery Wings. Match is on the way. And then we go to commercial in 11 seconds. So we start with the beatdown, and then we have Brody attacking Edge, and Julia just marches to the ring, and then Brody throws Edge into the steps, throws him back in, we go to commercial. I thought that was dumb. But anyway, we come back, Edge fights out of a superplex, knocks Brody down, meaning it's time to go Fist of Fury in the middle of that ring. Edge obviously wins that, hits a running boot to face in the corner for a near fall, then a neck breaker to knock Brody down again. He goes for the spear, but Brody misses the cannonball in the corner. And then we see Willow Nightingale come out, well, barely getting to the ring, and the doctor's like, hey, no, don't go to the ring! Willow's like, fuck you! She goes to the ring, goes right after Julia Hart, and she hits a cannonball on Brody King. Oh! How about that, Oklahoma State Athletic Commission? A woman beating up a man. No! We can't do that! Let's ban Willow Nightingale from Indianapolis because she hit a man! You don't know what I'm talking about? Go to my PG Rants channel, my epic mega rant on the Oklahoma State Athletic Commission and how stupid it is to ban Nyla Rose because she's transgender. And now, if AEW and Tony Khan, who defended her, and a lot of the women's wrestlers and the men's wrestlers in AEW, and a few WWE wrestlers at that too, everybody was coming to Nyla's rescue and saying, oh yeah, the commission sucks. But, they're saying if Nyla comes back to Oklahoma, AEW is going to be charged punitively. They're going to be charged a lot of money. They're going to probably be banned from the state. So that sucks if you want to see Nyla Rose in Oklahoma. If you're a fan of hers in Oklahoma, that is. But, I just think it's ridiculously stupid. And that's why I went on a humongous rant about the Oklahoma State Athletic Commission, along with the New York State Athletic Commission. And I told a little story about how I found out about Nyla, in her time as Warriors of Wrestling Women's Champion, 3 times, by the way. Told a story about Jesse Brooks fighting a man on an intergender show, and they almost shut the show down because of that shit. Not once, but twice. Not in the same year, but last time I went to an intergender show was back last year. They changed the entire card because of the stupid commission. It was stupid. I'm like, why did you buy a ticket then? I'm like, why did I buy a ticket? I want to see intergender wrestling. There was a good card. Some good-looking fucking hot women facing guys. I want to see a mixed tag team match. I want to see women facing men. I want to see, Darius Carter versus Jesse Brooks, whatever it may be. I want to see that. Do we see it? No. We got to see it in Jersey, where they have different things about with the Jersey State Athletic Commission, because they can go hardcore. There is blood. They can use glass and barbed wire and all this shit. Men can face women and beat the fuck out of them. But here in New York, no. Because the State Athletic Commission here in New York is a bunch of fucking dumb fucks. So, if you live in New York and you love independent wrestling, please, for the love of God, go online, go to the New York State Athletic Commission, and voice your displeasure. You tell them that New York is a hotbed for intergender wrestling and why you want to see it at your local indie fed here in New York. Do it now. I already done it many times. I wasted my breath almost because talking to the athletic commission is like talking to the wall. Or talking to any of these monotonous trolls because you're talking to the wall there. With half these dumb fucks. It's like, why bother talking to them? You're talking to the wall. But it is what it is. But check out my mega rant from last night about Nyla Rose and the whole State Athletic Commission bullshit. Just go to my PG Rants channel. And, that's it. Share it like wildfire. Hey, share it with the State Athletic Commissions. Well, I like to have a nice I like to give them a piece of my mind again, and tell them how bad they fucking suck. Then all the people that work for them should be fired. Now fucking misogynistic they are to ban fucking transgenders from wrestling, like Nyla Rose, and they want to have, if you want to become a wrestler and you're a transgender, you want to get into boxing or MMA or any type of sport, you have to put that on the fucking application. If you had, if you had surgery to become a man or become a woman, that's stupid. If you're a transgender, you should just identify as what you are. I was born a man, but now I'm a woman, so I identify as a woman. Or I'm a woman, and I went and got surgery, became a man, so now I identify as a man. And now my name is Dan instead of Daniela. I mean, who cares what gender you are? If you want to be a wrestler, it doesn't matter what gender you are and what you are. If you're a homosexual, or you're straight, you're gay, lesbian, transvestite, queer, whatever it may be, LGBTQ or STUV. Does it matter? We're at this shit again? I digress. Alright. I'm not going to talk about that. Just watch my video on the PG Rants channel. You get to hear me rant for about an hour about how bad the Athletic Commission is. So check it out, share with your friends, and share with the Athletic Commissions in Oklahoma and New York City, and tell them how much me and everybody else that loves intergender wrestling hate them. And every indie fan hates the New York State Athletic Commission. Should be banned. Fuck them. And that's it. Alright, anyway. Alright, so blah, 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 blah. So Willow Nightingale comes out, goes right after Julia Hart, hits a cannonball on Brody King, and then that distraction lets Julia Hart get in a chain shot, and then she basically locks in Heartless on unconscious Willow. 1, 2, 3, so the House of Black, once again, the house always wins. And they get the win, and Edge couldn't really do anything. So that's that. So I gave the match 2.5 out of 5 stars, and then after the match, Mercedes runs down, looking hot, by the way, in that fucking Cyndi Lauper-like hair. Still looking good in that shorts with skirt. Ugh. But in any case, she comes out with a chair to chase Julia off. And then she picks up the chair, and then we see Edge staring at Mercedes staring at Edge, because they're good friends from back to WWE days, and then she looks at Willow, drops the chair automatically, and then Mercedes and Edge share a little handshake, hug. But Mercedes really not taking her eyes off of Willow. So, we'll see what happens Sunday night. If Willow can win the TBS title from Julia and then face Mercedes at Double or Nothing in Vegas, where we all know Mercedes is going to possibly win, and become the new TBS champion, and then fight somebody at Forbidden Door 3 from Japan. Who? I don't know. And we move on with that. So all that, 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to Renee Paquette, with a sit-down interview with Samoa Joe. Hold on a second, let me just get that off. Whoop, I didn't want to do that. Sorry. Oops. I had WOW Wrestling on, not that WOW, that's on Channel 55. And yeah, I do watch that from time to time. Because I got nothing else to do. And it comes on right after, I think an hour after Collision. So 11 o'clock on your local Channel 55 here in New York. So we got all that. Let me just put on Channel 5 so I get ready. We're about 10 minutes away. That too from SmackDown. We got that. Alright, so Renee Paquette talks to Samoa Joe about how Swerve won't stay down, but Joe is ready to beat the crap out of him again. He says he's going to have to get the belt disinfected after Prince Nana touched it. But let's talk about Swerve coming up short every single time. And Joe says, I'm ready to do my thing as usual, and I'm going to end Swerve's dreams once and for all. So we'll have to see what happens with that. So I give that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we had the corporate bucks, or the new elite of the corporate bucks. Matthew and Nicholas Jackson and the new Continental Classic champion Kazuchika Okada. So they got bumped, or they bumped a package about FTR. I guess them and FTR 3 in the ladder match. So that package got thrown out, but they promised to beat FTR on Sunday. Oh, and Okada is gonna take care of that bastard Pac, retain his Continental Classic Championship, and then we just see freaking Tony Khan there, like, what am I supposed to do here? And then I think it was Matt Jackson like, play your music, asshole. That was funny. You see, like, freaking Tony Khan feeling for his life behind the box in Okada. I was feeling for my life. I mean, seriously, Tony Khan, you have the balls! 30-something-year-old guy with no fucking balls. Can't stand up to his own fucking company. So, bitch, you are a pussy there, Tony Khan. I'm a fan. I run my own promotion because I got so much fucking money. I own the Jacksonville Jaguars. I own some team in England. I got all this money. But I'm a fucking pussy because when people try to fuck with me, I cower like a little bitch. And I make stupid decisions. I got a huge announcement. I just took a shit. Nobody cares. And he just stands there and talks to you like this. I got a big announcement. I just got some weed in the mail. It's coming in. We're going to have a great show tonight, fans. I'm Tony Khan. I will never blink. Blink, goddammit, blink! You bastard, I'm going to kick you in the fucking nuts. You are a pussy, Tony Khan. Weak, 100 and some odd pound pussy. I would fuck Tony Khan up if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do it because I'm a nice guy. Once in a while. But Tony Khan, yeah. You could get your ass kicked. By me and anybody else, because you're a pussy. And you fear for your life against a guy like fucking CM Punk. Pussy. I fear for my life, so I had no other choice but to suspend Phil Brooks. He's fired. I can't even run Ring of Honor. You can't. You buy the company, you can't even do anything with it. When was the last time the Pure title has been defended? 4 months, going on 5 now. Because Wheeler Yuta's hurt. Why can't we just strip him of the belt? Why is he still the champion? Strip Wheeler Yuta of the fucking Pure title. Have another one of your famous tournaments for the Pure title. All the Ring of Honor belts hardly get defended. It's annoying. Why you have a show and you put all these people that really should not even be on the show? Besides Athena, besides people like my girl Abaddon over there. You know, Layla Gray and, my girl Billy Starks, Taya Valkyrie, and then you got Dalton Castle, and his new Superboy, whatever his name is, Peter Waller, or whatever the fuck his name is. You know? And then you got, Mark Briscoe's the world champion. That's great and all. That's great. And then you got Max Haven and Mike Bennett as your tag team champions. Well, that's great, but I haven't defended them in a while. Kyle Fletcher's your TV champion. Hasn't defended the belt much. Athena's basically your champion who's been defending the belt almost all the time. I mean, when is Billy Starks going to defend her new title? And then you're gonna have the Acclaimed and the Acclaimed and the Bullet Club Gold unifying the trios titles. And then you come out and say, oh, the winner is going to become the undisputed trios champions. Oh, that means we're not going to see them defend the belts on Ring of Honor TV, because there is no trios champions. There's no trios that can fight them. It is retarded. Why have the 6-man tag team belts anymore then? On both shows. Retarded how Ring of Honor is right now. And I'm a big Ring of Honor fan from back in the day, but now it looks like a glorified, boring as fuck indie fed. Like, you don't want to even go to it. Like, they do these pay-per-views and you get like 1,000 people. At most, 1,000 people. Not great. I mean, yeah, Forbidden Door, because it's New Japan, they'll get like 2,000 people, because it's Japan. Japan, #1, forever! Moving along with that. But anyway, yeah, Tony Khan just sitting there like a douchebag. As the Bucks go to the ring with Okada to take on the dancing fool, Daniel Garcia, the bastard Pac, who kind of teams up with his old Death Triangle teammate, Pentagon, Miedo. So we got that, and the hype man, Mr. Alex Abrahantes at ringside. Woo! Great. Match was okay. Matt goes on commentary for some odd reason, which really couldn't hear. And then Garcia comes in, gets suplex from Garcia. Pac comes in to clean house, and there's one point where Garcia's like, I think it was I forget who it was, but he's like doing the dancing. He's thrusting with his pelvis basically, and his pelvis is going right in the, I think it was Matt or Nick's face, Matthew and Nicholas's face. I thought that was weird, nasty. But anyway, we get to the end of the match. Garcia gets kicked into Okada's Tombstone Pound Driver, and then we get another one for Pentagon for his troubles, and then the Rainmaker finishes off Garcia 1, 2, 3 in 12 minutes. The match I gave 3 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. And that's all I gotta say about that. At the match, the winners load up a ladder, and they start whipping the living crap out of Garcia with it, but Pac has to make the save with the ring bell hammer. We haven't seen that in a while. So we got that. Alright, then we go to Jericho and Send for the Man, Hook. So Hook comes out, and his dad, Taz, Roman. Taz is moderating this talk. Jericho thanks Taz for getting this out of the way before saying Hook wasn't listening to him, and that's what he should have last week, even though they lost, because then Shibata had to lose to Shane Taylor Promotions. Some people think he's great, and the truth is Jericho is the learning tree. And he says, anyone who comes into the Jericho Vortex, which is his new stable, by the way, comes out better, and now he's ready to achieve greatness with Hook. So he asks Hook if he wants to join his Vortex. Hook's like, fuck no. I don't need you. I don't need your help. So Jericho's like, well, you're stupid. Don't be stupid there, Hook. I'm trying to help you. And then Taz tries to, cool things off. Says that Jericho's like, I'm giving Hook some proper guidance like Taz should have done a long time ago. I don't know about that. Then he goes on and rant about Hook not being ready. He's not, like, World Championship ready. And then Taz tries to intervene. He's like, hey, wait a minute, that's my son. And then Taz gets shoved down into the ropes, falls down like a sack of potatoes. And then Hook gets all pissy, goes right up to Jericho, grabs him on the shirt, pins him up in the corner, he's like, you don't hurt my dad. And he goes, I'll fight you anytime, anywhere, any place. And we're going to get that match, I believe, this coming Wednesday on the program. I don't know for the FTW title, but Hook was pissed. And rightfully so. Stood up for his dad. And that's it. So I give that 3 out of 5 stars. So this new Jericho Vortex is going to be greater. It's going to be better than the Inner Circle, or it's going to be better than the Jericho Appreciation Society. I don't know. That's that. We move on. 3 out of 5 stars for that. Then we get to sit down with Renee and Swerve, who doesn't think too much about what Samoa Joe had to say, calling him a choke artist. Swerve says, I've stumbled before, and we hear about some of the horrible things that have happened to him over the year. With Shane Taylor and all that shit. But no matter what, and Keith Lee too, but no matter what, he's still here. Joe can call him whatever he wants, but at Dynasty, Joe can call him champ, and he's going to tell him that face-to-face at the end of the show. So we shall see what happens with that. Alright, so I give that 3 out of 5 stars. Then we go to Deonna Purrazzo and Mariah May in the death slot. Timeless Tony Storm, darling! And Luther at ringside. And Deonna Purrazzo comes out. Pretty decent match. Deonna Purrazzo rolls up Mariah May with a fruit roll-up in 8 minutes. She gets the win. Really didn't matter. I gave the match 2.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, Thunder Rosa, yay! She comes out, decks Luther, goes right after Tony Storm, and comes in to save Deonna. Deonna doesn't want her there, and then she takes out some purple lipstick and then smears it all over Tony Storm's face as payback from last week when Tony Storm wiped her face paint off. So we got that. Alright, we are live! On SmackDown, we got the fans coming into the building. Then we got the SmackDown Women's Champion, Bayley. Give me a hug as she takes on Naomi. Looks like a freaking robot with those glasses on. Weird. Anyway, so we got that match coming up. Along with, I think we got a Fatal 4-Way tag team match coming up as well. To see who faces Grayson and Theory for the SmackDown tag team belts. Don't know if they're going to get a new look. I would assume they will, because Miz and R-Truth got it. Why not? And also, we got these guys coming out. And we're going to start with this match. We got Eli Drake. That's not an insult. That's a fact of life. As he takes on the phenomenal Lone Wolf himself, AJ Bad Hair Styles. And the winner of this match faces Cody at Backlash for the undisputed WWE title. Not the Universal title anymore. It is now the undisputed WWE Championship. And that's that. So we'll see what happens with that. I hope AJ wins. As much as I want Eli to win, I want AJ to win because he's a heel and Cody's a face. Then again, they could do it 3-way, but I think Cody will win that anyway. Cody's going to retain it either way if he faces Eli or AJ or both of them. I still think I still think Cody will win. Go on to King and Queen of the Ring where we'll face I don't know who. And then I think by SummerSlam, maybe The Rock comes back. And then we'll get Cody and The Rock, even though that's already been penciled in, with or without the belt at WrestleMania 41. I still think Roman's gonna come back at SummerSlam to beat either Cody's ass or beat The Rock's ass. I mean, we'll have to see what happens with that. And we'll move on with that. Alright, so Thunder Rosa comes in to save Deonna Purrazzo from a beatdown by Mariah May and Toni Storm, but Deonna's like, I don't want you out here. So they have a little bit of a argument, but in turn, Thunder Rosa messes up Toni Storm's beautiful face, and that's it, leading to their match for the AEW Women's Championship at Dynasty. I think Thunder Rosa might win. I hope not, but we'll see. And where was Mina Shirakawa in all this whole thing? Oh, that's right. She was in my bedroom. Haha. You gotta love it. And that's it. Alright, moving on. Alright, then we have Bullet Club Gold, to Scream Me for the Love of God, of the Switchblade. Wait, with a Switchblade. Jay White and the Ass Boys, Colton and Austin Gunn, challenge the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass, Billy Gunn, for a winner-take-all match at Dynasty, and that match will be on the pre-show, and the winners become the new Undisputed Trios champions. I hope it's Bullet Club Gold, but then again, I think they're going to give it to the Acclaim, because really, Tony Khan's really fucking up Jay White, making him look like a laughing stock. That's sad. Hey, maybe you should have went to WWE there, Jay White. You could have been facing The Miz by now. Who knows? Who knows? But, alright, so we get that, and then we hear from, Daddy Ass and Anthony Bowens and Max Caster, and they are like, we're in! So, we got that match at 0 Hour, and we move on with that, and that's it. Alright, so both of them I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we go to the big man, Shane Taylor of Shane Taylor Promotions, coming out with Lee Moriarty and Anthony Ogogo as he takes on freshly squeezed orange juice, Orange Cassidy, who basically had nobody there. Orange Cassidy somehow defies the odds, takes out Lee Moriarty and Anthony Ogogo, and wins the match with the Orange Punch. And wins in exactly 8 minutes. So, match gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. After the match, we got a 3-on-1 beatdown until Matt Sydal and Christopher Daniels, former Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions, they run out for the save, but are cut off by Trent Beretta because Orange Cassidy cannot have any friends. So, I don't know what's going to happen there. So, Trent's like, hey, you can't save him because he has no friends. Okay. So, we got that. I think it's at Dynasty, or on Collision, we got, Orange Cassidy and Shibata taking on Shane Taylor and Lee Moriarty. I think it's going to be at 0 Hour. So, that's going to be boring. Well, at least we see Shibata. That's the only good thing. Alright, we get that. Alright, then we get a video on the Intercontinental title being defended by Roddy! As he takes on Kyle! O'Reilly Auto Parts. So we got that. I think we're going to see a title change there. We'll see. Let me move on. Alright, then we go to your main event of the evening. We got the Swiss Superman, Claudio Castagnoli, taking on Will Oceanspray. Reach for the sky! Osprey, Osprey! Osprey, Osprey! Oceanspray! So we got that. This match was great to end the show. Almost 14.5 minutes. Back and forth they went. Osprey even hits a phenomenal forearm for a near fall. Then they trade sharpshooters, which was nice. Osprey springboards into a burning hammer for another near fall. Osprey switches to a Spanish fly, nice, for a near fall of his own. Claudio then grabs the swing of doom, but Osprey somehow rolled out of the way and reversed it into a DDT. That was nice. Then he goes up top, hits Spiral Tap. Oh, he's been stealing a lot of AJ's moves. Spiral Tap. He's stole a phenomenal forearm. So he hits Spiral Tap for a near fall. Then he loads up the Hidden Blade. Boom! Hits Claudio right in the back of the head, knocking him out. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Will Oceanspray gets the win. And I gave the match 3.5 out of 5 stars. After the match, Takeshita and Hobbs and Fletcher come out for a big beat down on Claudio, and the fans are like, we want Moxley! So Moxley comes out from the crowd and kind of takes care of Fletcher, he takes care of Takeshita, and then him and Powerhouse Will Hobbs have a big time stare down, and then Hobbs is like, alright, I'll see you next week. And we get all that. Then we move on. Alright, then we get the rundown of the Dynasty card in full. There might be some matches added on Saturday night, but we'll see. Alright, then we go to the last segment of the night. Swerve comes out for a little chitty chat. I thought the show was about to end, but we got an extra overrun that lasted a couple minutes. So Swerve comes out. Swerve. Do the dance. People have been asking why he thinks he's going to beat Samoa Joe, but last week Joe showed him everything he needed to see. Now I'm out here waiting for Joe to come out here, and I'm going to tell it right to your face. So Joe comes out with security. That doesn't work. Swerve comes off the top, stomps on the security guards, lands on his feet right in front of Joe. Joe's like, oh shit. And then they fight. Nana offs the distraction. Swerve kicks Joe right in the face with the house call. He goes up top. I guess he was looking for the 450 or the Swerve stomp off the top, but Joe caught him. Then he hits the muscle buster, and then takes the belt, holds it up. That ends the show. So we'll see what happens Sunday night on the program. Samoa Joe taking on Swerve for the belt. I hope they pull the trigger and give Swerve the belt, but there's a little part of me that thinks that Samoa Joe is going to retain and then probably lose, maybe at Double or Nothing to Wardlow or I don't know who. But we'll see what happens with that. But all in all, I gave this last segment 3.25 out of 5 stars. But overall, it was a pretty solid, decent show for AEW. And I gave it 6.5 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you people thought of the show down below in the comments section. And that's it. Let me know your thoughts. Hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button on this very channel. We are so close to 600 subscribers on the Peter Joseph channel. Hopefully we'll get there by the time Dynasty goes on this Sunday. Or hopefully by the summertime. We'll see what happens with that. And then we'll be on the road to 750 subscribers. That's one of the milestones I want to hit by the end of the year. I like to hit 1,000 by the end of the year, but that's a little bit too much to ask. But we'll see what happens with that. Slow and steady, as we always say. And that's it. And subscribe to my other channels as well. All the links down below. You can follow me on social media, on Instagram and Twitter. I'm going to be live tweeting with SmackDown tonight. And we'll get there in a little bit. And I'll also be live tweeting tomorrow with Collision and Rampage. Sunday I will be at the Rangers game. Rangers! Against the Capitals, Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Quarterfinals at MSG. That begins at 3 p.m. So I'm hoping the game ends around 6:30, so I can rush right home to go watch Dynasty, and I will be here to give you your Dynasty predictions and review right here on the channel. So, the Dynasty predictions on TSL number 27, and then my review right here on the channel later Sunday night. So, you won't miss anything. So, please hit that bell so when that video does go up, you won't miss it. And if you do, then blame Neil. Those idiots at YouTube. Because they didn't send out the notification. So, it is what it is. Alright guys, I'm going to finish watching this pretty good match with Eli and AJ after Eli just hit a big-time superplex for a very near fall. And that's pretty much it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Check out my rant on the State Athletic Commission and Nyla Rose over on my rant channel. Link to the channel down below. And that's pretty much it. So I'll see you guys later for video number 2 on your 2 for Friday over on the Kill Demons channel with your SmackDown review, ending your great Friday night and starting your weekend off properly. And that's it. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and if you're not down with that, well, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man! And that's it. Until next time.